Our group performed software testing to VS Code. We have 5 group members here. Our report today is divided into 5 parts, and we will describe in detail our software testing of VS Code. We choose Visual Studio Code, also commonly referred to as VS Code, is an open source code editor developed by Microsoft for Windows, Linux, Mac, and web browsers, supporting multiple programming languages and feature extensions. Our testing content of this project includes functional tests, non-functional tests, and other tests, mainly covering automatic saving, plugin installation, integrated terminals, syntax highlighting, and so on. We performed software testing on multiple operating systems to ensure compatibility and performance. We also selected Windows computers with different configurations for testing. We tested on screens with different resolutions, and we tried to use VS Code on mobile phones, but VS Code does not support local installation on mobile phones. We also tried to use VS Code on the iPad for software testing, but encountered some unsolvable problems.
Our group's testing strategy is to perform black box testing and white box testing on VS Code. We performed comprehensive functional and non-functional tests on VS Code, reliability testing, usability testing, maintainability testing, security testing, boundary testing, system testing, and automated testing. While testing VS Code, we implemented black box testing. Black box testing is to test the functional and the performance of VS Code without considering its internal structure and the internal features. We used equivalent class partitioning, that is a black box testing methodology, to find more software defects by covering the most data with the least number of test cases as possible. Equivalence class partitioning categorizes the data according to the input requirements and divides them into subsets, which are equivalence classes. There are 2 types of equivalence classes partitioning: valid equivalence classes and invalid equivalence classes. The former one are reasonable and meaningful sets of input data composition. The later one are opposite. Invalid equivalence classes are meaningless, irrational sets of input data.
We set test case functional 1, black box testing of the auto-save feature. First, we conducted an equivalence class partition. We had 2 valid equivalence classes, file contents, not saved after modification and editor closed normally, and 2 invalid equivalence classes, file contents have not been modified and editor closed abnormally. We tested 3 different data, and the result was that the expected output was constant with the actual output. VS Code performed as expected on the autosave feature by correctly handling both valid and invalid inputs. We also implemented red box test. The main goal of red box test in VS Code is to make sure that every part of the code works as expected and that all possible code paths are tested. We set test case functional file read and write model. Functional file test case focus on file read and write operations in VS Code to ensure that the file read and write model in VS Code can correctly handle all kinds of file input and output operations without any error. It covers reading and writing various file types and sizes. It includes tests for normal and edge case. This including testing operations of normal files such as open and read normal text files, modify the file contents, and write back to the file. Testing edge cases like reading an empty file, opening a read-only file, and trying to write the contents. Testing error handling like opening non-existing file. The result was that the expected output was constant with the actual output.
While existing tests include unit test, integration test, end-to-end test, and smoke test. When using this program to perform self-updates, our team identified some potential issues. Therefore, we examined the relevant code. Through our own unit tests, we discovered several issues in the code and made some improvements. Then we conducted 12 functional tests, 10 non-functional tests, and 2 other tests. The results are 5 4 and 7 pass in functional tests, 9 pass and 1 4 in non-functional tests, all pass in other tests. Then we set 2 test cases to show our bug reports. We set 1 function test case, which test result is 4. We start a live share session in VS Code, then share the conversation link with collaborators. Then the collaborator adapts to join the conversation. We expected that collaborators can join the conversation and participate in real-time code editing and terminal sharing, but they can't. Both users have stable internet connections. After multiple adapts, the problem still persists. Also, we set 1 non-functional test case, which results is still 4. We executed malicious code in VS Code and checking if the application prevents. Firstly, we created an isolated environment to isolate it from the main system. We used VS Code to run the pre-written malicious code and check the VS Code response. We expected that VS Code should block the code execution and provide a security warning, but it did not block the code execution and provide any security warnings. The bug poses a significant security risks.
According to our test results, VS Code is currently not fully ready for production. Despite thorough testing, a number of critical issues remain. From a strict quality control and risk management perspective, even though VS Code has been used in production environments, it cannot be fully argued that it is fully ready for all production uses until these critical issues are resolved. We performed software testing on VS Code with the expectation that we will find hidden bugs and provide users with a high quality, reliable, and secure version of VS Code. Meanwhile, we also expect that VS Code can pass all the tests when we conduct a comprehensive software testing. The testing work shows that the overall state of the VS Code project is reliable and fully functional, but there are some key issues that need to be addressed. Next, we should focus on fixing these key issues and strengthen security testing to ensure the security of code execution environment. Okay, our group's report is over. Thanks for watching.